And it might not be with yoga, right? That might be the thing. It's like, yeah, you know what, yoga wasn't the thing for me, but now I feel like I could go try ecstatic dance. But somebody else.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, come on, we're going to practice.
Yeah, pretty smiles, right? But so I champion that idea of just being accessible.
You just reminded me of the first time I walked in here. It was the first day that was open. But also I've been like waiting. And then it opened and I came on the first day and I was in there and I had no idea what vinyasa was. And I was just fucking okay, but first, yeah, I was just
Was it the first day that I taught and my students were terrified?
I was terrified. It was hot in there.
Hatha was first, Vinyasa was second.
It was horrible. Anyway, but I came out and I don't know what I said to you, but you said, "Welcome home."
Yeah, you say that all the time.
And
here you are.
And here you are. Absolutely. That's how that
You
works.
didn't even get it out until you found it, right?
yeah,
Even though you weren't home.
but I have.
Well, one of the things that I say in class is the home lies in the heart, and the heart lies within. And so you're actually always home. If you don't always home, you don't.
And I feel like welcome home for me personally, like I'm home at home, and I'm home, but I'm home here in a way that my spirit was filled up or fed. I was energized and also got my ass kicked. Curious and left longing for more. I don't know, Marianne would draw on some old school rap beats, and then we'd throw down with some dope meditation. I'm like, this is my spot. Like, anyway.
Absolutely.
So, thank you guys. Thank you guys.
But that is inclusivity when you don't know me from Adam, and I'm in there just flailing like an
And
idiot.
literally, there he is.
And then you say welcome home to me, and I went, oh, I guess I belong here.
You know, I think about really like a driving purpose for me was I was the person that was that didn't fit into yoga studios 24 years ago, very much. And yoga studios have changed. I'm very grateful for that. But there was a lot of dogma around a certain look or a certain style or certain things that you had to do. And I didn't check the box for any of those. And I always wanted a place where I could feel at home. And I mean, it really, I wanted to feel like home. That was important. And for it to be an environment of, it didn't matter who you were or how you showed up or the body that you brought within that moment, you were welcome in that space. And I think that as teachers, it's one of the most amazing gifts that you can give. Like, sure, we teach a class, but the thing that we do that's most important is we provide safety and acceptance. And everything else you can learn. You know, those are the things that are most important.
And just to follow up on that, I've been observing a lot of different teachers for a long time now. And the ones that are, I won't even call it successful, but the ones that are vibrant, the ones that have classes filled with people, are the ones that do exactly that. The ones that follow a script, say the same thing all the time, whether the student can do it or not, take all of the accessibility, inclusivity out of it just to be able to go through the asana that they know that they're going to teach, whether it's vinyasa, hatha, sculpt, bar, and those classes you can hear the crickets after a while because people don't respond to them. They don't respond to them, but they respond to people respond to people, not instruction.
Way back in the day, I had this yoga instructor, and I don't remember what move, but she's like, you can do that better. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, the first thing in teacher training that somebody said to me was like, where are your hands? I am so sad. Because my fingers were out to the side, and you're not supposed to do that, you're pointing forward, but the way that And she
Yeah,
delivered
right.
that message, just like, I'm gonna get my butt kicked for the next 2.5 years.
Wasn't that Cheryl, huh?
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
are you ready
no,
to say?
well, not yet, because I'm gonna go into this last little bit, and then we're gonna go into, we're gonna take like a 5-minute sort of stretchy, whatever,
Stretchy.
what do we wanna do, stretchies? And then we'll then go into Sanskrit. But I wanna talk about another sutra. And this is in Sutra 2.46, so this is in like the second pada, right? The second book, the second pada, and this is one of the few times where Patanjali actually speaks of the practice, the yoga, yeah? So this is Sthira, Sukham, Asana. Sthira, right? It sounds already. It sounds like what it is, right? Sthira, structure, steady, strength. It sounds very stout. I don't know why I'm choosing an accent there. I don't know. Yeah.
Roll with
Hi,
it,
Mom,
sister.
I'm on dark video. This is
Roll with it,
horrible.
sister.
It's horrible. So, Sthira Sukham Asana, or Asana. If there's a line over the A, Asana. So, Sthira means structure, steady. See, I'm not going to do it. Structure, steady, strength, right? So, he's stout. I don't know, I'm not going to do it. Okay, then next is Sukha. And so there's a French word, and I don't speak French well, but sucra, that means sugar, right? So you think about souk. What's the sweetness? That's the center of the wheel. That's the good space.
Sweetness in your heart.
Sweetness, yeah? And then asana, posture, or pose, but you can actually break apart the word a little bit more to catch on to the vibration of it, of the language, right? Which is going to give you like a richer, deeper sense of it. And that's the seat, right? So, how we sit. So, Sthira Sukham Asanam is yoga is a comfortable, steady seat, or a comfortable, sweet, and steady seat. So, a question, how do you sit in relationship to the posture, i.e. to the seat in life, on and off the mat, right? So it can be how you sit in the relationship with one another, how you sit in the relationship to life, how you sit in the relationship to earth, how you sit in relationship to your body. Yeah, so again, yoga is yoga. So it's the balance between sweetness and stability, flexibility and strength, openness and structure. It's beyond the downward facing dog, yeah? And there's a lot of, we're going to talk about history, but there's even a lot of debate about when, some of the stuff we do in yoga today, when it actually really did start, right? So thinking about yoga as a comfortable, sweet, and steady seat. How can I navigate into this moment of now, efficiently, gracefully, and repeatedly, right? So how can I navigate into allowing yoga to be a comfortable, sweet, and steady seat? And then lastly, when we think about this philosophy, this sutra from Yoga Sutras, can you return to curiosity, right? So sometimes we can get in the habit of shaming ourselves for not doing something. Oh, I should have done that, or oh, I wasn't thinking that. Rather, can you turn to curiosity? So, how am I sitting in relationship to this posture? And how might that translate off the mat? So if you find that you're sitting in relationship to this posture of downward facing dog, and you're like, oh, my belly's hanging onto my thighs, or oh, I got blah, 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 right? Okay, so you can become curious what that's about, right? I really feel like there's so many lessons that exist within that comfortable, steady, and sweet seat, that good space, kind of the center of the will, the hub of life. So, Sthira, Sukham, Asana. So these two are really good lenses that we can take through what we are learning throughout our curriculum for the next 13 weeks. Does that feel okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. Water, restrooms, stretch, whatever we need, and then we'll come back to Sanskrit. I feel like I want to turn on maybe, well, I don't want to, no, because I don't want to mess with Megan's music. I'm not going to turn anything on.
You can have your seat.
Oh, okay.
So I just been doing a deep dive for some reason on gesturing.
Oh.
So you're gesturing. So it's very interesting.
Yeah. Well, that's what I feel like.
Drawing a lot together. Well, it's interesting because like they've done all these tests on like different cultural gestures, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But even people that were born 100% blind, never seen in their life, could never see somebody else still gesture when they talk. So it's like it's linked with our motor function. It's linked with some kind of like verbalization.
Well, if you ever take one of her classes, you know what that's like. It's like, back.
Well, and
It's
you know,
almost as much about the gesturing as it is about the posing.
well, there's something that's interesting. So in my somatic experiencing training, we allow the hands to move to show the intelligence of what's within, right? So your eyes can be closed and you can talk about a sensation that's within the body. You can describe that sensation and then you can allow the hands to express what it's feeling. And it is fucking phenomenal.
It's another one of those woo catching up with science.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly
Science
it.
will woo,
Yes.
It's like, yeah, we're smart. We know what we're
so
doing.
smart.
We've just disconnected from the smartness that we have.
It's exactly, we have the Cartesian split, right? So if you think about that time when they've taken, we must separate just this worldly meat suits, right? And the up here, even our yoga, except for Tantra, tells us it's all up here. So if we can, not saying we need to get out of,
You want me to keep recording?
we'll stop until we start again with Sanskrit.
Okay.
That's